When we're deploying any containerized application, when it comes to performance optimization, resource optimization, scalability, we want to make sure that the application is going to react based on what's happening in the environment. So with KEDA, we can do that in AKS. So if I go to my AKS cluster here, I'm going to search for KEDA, and then notice application scaling pops up here. All right. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to enable the add-on. Now, while that's enabling, I'm going to go ahead and go to VS Code, and then we'll take a look at the application really quick. So this is just a standard Python application. It's running Flask for the web front end, and then it has an API backend again, same thing in Python, right? Now, once the enablement of KEDA is done, we're going to have to connect to ACR. All right, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to update my AKS environment to have the ability to reach out to Azure Container Registry, and that specific ACR is going to be in my Azure account, and it's called DevOps the hard way. So we'll just go ahead and we'll try to run it really quick. It'll probably fail. Yeah, so we have to wait for the KEDA add-on to get enabled. All right, that should be enabled now. Go ahead and run that one more time. All right, and after a few minutes, we are now officially connected. So our Python-based application here, standard web app, I'm going to go ahead and run kubectl apply -f, performance optimization, KEDA, app deployment.yaml. All right, and kubectl get pods. All right, we could see that that is up and running. The reason why it says 5 minutes ago is because I went to go deploy it before and I forgot to connect the ACR. So there you go. Now we're all good. Now what we could do is go to the Azure portal, and we'll do a quick refresh here and go to create. So now we can give this a name. We can say PyWeb op just for optimization. Choose where our application is from a namespace perspective. Target workload, we can see right here, right? And then we have some things around polling intervals, the cooldown period, a min replica count, max, we'll say, 1 and 3. And then we have a cron job trigger. So essentially what this means is at this time, scale the application up, and then at the end time, scale it down based on the desired replicas, right? So we got a couple options here. The events can be based on CPU, memory, and app service bus, right? Now notice here, if I click memory, okay, it's gonna tell me the scaled object has memory trigger, but the container doesn't have the memory request defined. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go back to our application, and then we'll use the power of Copilot here, and we'll say, actually, we'll use the chat bot instead. I'm gonna say create resource optimization for memory in the current deployment.yaml. Hopefully Copilot doesn't fail us here. Let's see. All right, perfect. So we can see what it's doing here. Boom, we can see it's under the containers. Perfect. Sorry, I used the chat piece here. I got to use the edit piece. I'm gonna go to edit. I'm just gonna say the same thing. We'll use Claude. I like that it has a chat option and an edit option, actually. That is really, really cool because you can get some recommendations from the chat option, and then if you want to implement them, you can use Copilot edits. All right, this thing's taking forever for whatever reason, so I'm just gonna go back to the chat. I copied that, and then we'll do it the old-fashioned way and paste it in manually here. All right, perfect. Thanks, Copilot. You can go take a break now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply those changes. Okay, boom, perfect. So now I'm gonna head back to KEDA. I'm just gonna refresh this here, come back, PyWeb, choose my application again, right? Now, if I choose, which one did I do? CPU or memory? I forget now. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I did memory and CPU, perfect. So if I say based on CPU, notice how everything looks fine now. If I do based on memory, same thing, okay? So we don't get that error message anymore. And then what I can do is I can say, CPU, if it's at 75%, I want it to scale up. The min replica count is 1. The max is 3. We can click next here and create. And that's it. So we can see that the status is ready. We're good to go. And just like that, we can start implementing trigger-based resource optimization and event-based scaling with KEDA on AKS.